In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all 2 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. We're also going to look at the overall market to get you guys ready as always. And we're going to do an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ, and so far, I'm actually glad I zoomed out right now because I just got another perspective, another reason to explain what might happen tomorrow. Now, for today, we're gonna look at the 5-minute, and it started out really generous to the bears, meaning like the bears that were in control of the market from the wick on the daily. These bears, the market was very generous to them. We opened up a little bit higher, but it allowed an opportunity for anybody who didn't take their money off the table to collect a little bit more profits during this dip right over here. All right, and then after that, the market just played some very strange games. It chopped throughout the throughout half of the day, and then it formed this structure right here, which broke out around noon and ended up going after hours to 429.60 cents. All right at resistance. So the main question that a lot of you may have is, have we bottomed? Have we officially bottomed? Are we going to see a massive rally up for the next few weeks? Despite the fact that Apple crushed earnings, all right, it's still I'm still not convinced, and it's still a little bit hard to confirm. So again, looking at this thing, the resistance stretches all the way from the 29th, which I believe is Monday. Yeah, this is Monday. So the resistance stretches from here, and then we have one test right here, and then we have another one which is happening right now during after hours. So we'll see how it opens. Typically, let's say that the breakout occurred a little bit earlier, right? And this whole move happened during the trading hours. At this level, this is where you would want to take your money off the table. This is when you want to just collect your gains, right? And then the market closes, all right? But since the completion of the move happened during after hours, individuals who got in here will be looking to take their money off the table. So I do expect somewhat of a little bit of a pop to 430, followed by a drop, because these individuals are going to want to take their money off the table. That's what I believe, and I think we're going to continue to trade in between 420 and 430 for a few more days before we go down. I'm gonna pick a side, and I'm going to continue to lean bearish because I'm not convinced. I got multiple reasons that we're going to address in this video on why I'm not very convinced. All right, so the first stock that you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, this one is going to be for the bears, and that one is XP. All right, Expedia. And the reason why I want to share it with y'all is because of the 4-hour time frame. If you look at it, from the last earnings, the stock didn't do too well. It then chopped for 3 whole months before forming a bearish rectangle right here. All right. So the bearish rectangle occurred, and then the reaction to earnings decided the fate of the stock. If you look at the daily chart, there is room at the bottom, and there are gaps to fill below. All right, the gaps from way down here at like 94 bucks, and the closer one, which is right at 120. All right, which is what y'all should be looking out for tomorrow. Right now, we only gap down to 124. The puts on this stock, again, the stock is only down by like 5 or 6%. Oh, 8%. Okay. The puts are not going to be outrageously, the gains on the puts are not going to be outrageous. They're not, because the stock didn't drop down by 15% or more. All right. They're going to be up by maybe, 100%. I'm talking about the at the money, like the the P130 that expires tomorrow. But the out of the money contracts, those ones are probably not going to move, or they might even be down by 50% because of the implied volatility leading into earnings. So watch it for an all-day fader. Again, I taught you guys this before. What you want to do is set an alert right here at 123, and you want to pay close attention to how we open in the morning, because how we open is the key for this. It's the key to knowing which way we're going to go and how we're even gonna get there. All right, so best case scenario, we see a little bit of a pop up to these individuals at 126, right, followed by a massive rejection down with a big volume close to what is this? Let me zoom in here. All right, big volume close to 340,000 shares traded. We want to see something like that opening within the first 5 minutes, and then that would be the indication of the all-day fader that would occur to fill the gap below right at 118, 119. So that is the first stock to keep on your watch. This one is for the bears. Now the other one to keep in your watch list, that one is for the bulls, and that one is Amazon. Now Amazon had earnings. It crushed earnings, I believe. All right, but the stock kind of went nowhere. Like it really struggled to do anything, but it ended up being a pretty big doji. Like it went from like 176 all the way up to 184 and then closed around the opening price. And then today is trying to creep up a bit more. Warning, the stock is trading near like all-time highs. So it's trying to make new highs. It's trying to, okay? So just be really cautious with this one. Even though I am sharing it, I still think, again, because the indices are a little sus right now. The indices are a little sus. So y'all gonna have to be really careful within the next few days, okay? Now the structure that I see on here is not the cleanest that I've ever seen, but it is there. There is an ascending triangle on the chart right here. All right, that broke out this afternoon and stayed out until the close, and it's creeping a little higher during after hours. There's also an intraday pattern that occurs, so a pattern within a pattern, similarly to the stock that I gave y'all yesterday, mRNA, which we're going to look at. All right, it's a similar situation, but the thing is, Amazon is located a little bit high. It's located near all-time highs. That's the one major difference between the two stock. So I would say be careful with this one and watch how it behaves. If it goes below 183.50, the play is dead. It's not gonna make it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. That's something to keep in mind. If it drops below 183.50, the play is not going to make it up to, it's not gonna make it up to 191 right here. All right, so just watch out for that. A break of this high at 186 will be phenomenal. It's a great sign that we're going to push up, and we're gonna make a quick easy move to 190 before we fade throughout the rest of the day. If it plays games in the morning, if the first 5 or 10 minutes are red and it drops below 183, the play is dead, and don't look at it anymore. All right, look for something else. So that's my reasons for sharing Amazon. Now, quick updates. Congratulations to anybody who made money on mRNA. All right, I showed you guys the reason why I was bullish on it. The stock opened up like a little bit below the level of resistance, and it started just grinding all day and pushed even higher. Like overall, a solid breakout, a solid move. It might play games within the next few days before continuing higher. And while it plays games, maybe the market might take a dive again. And this one, as long as it holds in this range and doesn't completely collapse and get back in here, the structure overall is still good for a bigger move like next month or in like the next 2 months. All right, But for now, again, the goal, the reason why I shared this structure with y'all, it kind of came to pass. And congrats if you made money on it. This is the move that I was hoping will happen. So now the next one that we're going to look at in today's video, we're gonna look at Meta. All right, and I told y'all I wasn't convinced with the indices, and this is the reason why I'm not convinced with the indices. Big stocks like Meta started filling these gaps. All right, these ones right here, and until that one really gets filled like completely, I cannot tell y'all like with good certainty that the indices have bottomed and that we're gonna make a massive rally up, like to the upside. Like, I can't really tell you guys that. But right now, Meta drop has been playing games right here. It's only a matter of time that it fills this, because I don't think it's just going to leave this segment behind. It's really, really close. All right, it would. This is 3 solid days, maybe even 2 great days, just to get that done and out of the way. All right, so it's a matter of timing. It's really a matter of timing of when we're gonna fill it. So keep your eyes out. The stock may be cooking and forming a structure that will make things a bit more easy for the entry and the exits. So just keep your eyes on it and just be careful with the overall markets. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. That way you get notified when I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Muscular gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in Sunday night's video.